Piripi stood in the kitchen doorway, his eyes wide with horror, as almost in slow motion Brutus punched Romeo in the jaw, sending him reeling. The boy's head lolled back, and he dropped to the floor. "No!" Piripi yelled, unable to tear his eyes away from Romeo's motionless form. He heard the punch before it connected with his bottom lip, pounding into his teeth, tearing the delicate flesh and filling his mouth with blood. The pain didn't register, masked by the adrenaline pumping through his veins. His mind, running miles ahead of the rest of him, kept him on his feet. Brutus kicked out at the shotgun in Piripi's hand, smashing his fingers into the butt. With a strangled yelp, Piripi dropped it. Brutus's meaty fist flew at Piripi again, but this time Piripi was ready. He hoisted up his arms to block and twisted out of the way. Brutus threw another punch which sailed past Piripi's head, skimming his dreads. The next punch, an uppercut, caught Piripi's elbow, and the sickening crunch of bone against bone echoed around the room. Brutus yelled and shook out his hand, making the mistake of taking his eyes off Piripi, who grabbed the front of his t-shirt and smashed his forehead into the other man's face, hard, twice in quick succession. He didn't know what had hit, but something shattered, and he recognized the metallic scent of blood. Brutus staggered, clasping his mangled nose. Piripi bunched his fist and sent one last punch flying, with all his weight, strength, and anger behind it, into Brutus's jaw, shattering his remaining teeth and lifting his flabby bulk off his feet. Brutus reeled backwards into the wall, hitting it with a thud and smearing blood down the faded vinyl wallpaper. He slid to his knees, his head lolling sickly from side to side on his thick neck. Piripi threw himself onto the shotgun, snatching it up and rolling over, then leaping back up on his feet in one movement. He shoved the end of the barrel against Brutus's throat, blinking blood and sweat out of his eyes. "Who's the big tough mouldy now?" Piripi mocked, flinging his eyes open wide and thrusting out his tongue in a pukana. "Yeah, cunt, who's the big man now?" He kept the shotgun trained on Brutus, his finger on the trigger, while he attempted to dial emergency services. His fingers didn't seem to want to cooperate, and that's when he realized he must have broken his hand with the last punch. He still managed 111, and when the operator answered, Piripi took a deep, shaky breath. "Yeah, I've got a whore of an emergency here, and my address is..." His head shot up as he heard a siren. "Man, you fellas must be psychic. You're already here."